why don't you put on there a goal to become a millionaire? And he basically whoa, 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 like, what you, like, I just need to get out of debt, get a good job, kind of, make a little money, take care of my family. He's like, yeah, but why don't you put on there a goal to become a millionaire? And he's like, well, why would I do that? He was like, you should put on there, make a goal to become a millionaire, not because of the money, but because of who you have to become to get there. When I heard that, I was like, good morning, good people. It's a cool and a unique day because we're back in the Jaguar. So it's not Rolls-Royce Diaries today, it's Jaguar Diaries today. And it's super cool, for me at least, anyway, because this is where I kind of started doing my car vlogs before having a Ferrari and then selling that and then getting the Rolls-Royce. It's kind of cool to come back to the originator, Jaguar, and do a Jaguar Diaries. Yeah. So got up this morning, hit the gym, 5 a.m., feeling good. Headed downtown Detroit to a meeting with EO, Entrepreneurs Organization. And I was listening to Nipsey Hussle's, I think everybody should listen to this song, first of all. Nipsey Hussle has a song called A Million While You Young. And so the verse goes something like this. He says, you should try to do what we've done, make $1 million while you young. And that's like the chorus, that's the premise of the chorus. And I really resonate with that song because it took me back to a place where I was working on like my vision board, and I remember like selling cell phones in the store for Sprint PCS, and then, later working for companies like Verizon and Comcast. And when I was in those companies, I would see people pull up that, we would service people's phones or cable. Like we would service like the Detroit Red Wings, we would service some of the Pistons. And then there would be people who would come into the store in Royal Oak, Michigan. There'd be people who would come into the store pulling up in Bentleys, Rolls Royces. And I remember just kind of looking at it because it was all full glass front. And I remember looking out the window at these people pulling up. And I kept asking, like, what do these people do? Like, what do they do to drive these cars? I'm working here to get a discount on my cell phone. I'm like, what do these people do? They paying full price for their phone. They pulling up in some of the hottest cars. And so basically, I started to do a vision board. And one of the things that I eventually put on my vision board was I want to be a millionaire. And not only did I want to be a millionaire, I said I wanted to be under 40 when I became a millionaire. Now, if you're over 40, doesn't matter. It's just a hell of a goal to have to say, hey, I want to become a millionaire. But the thing about it is, going back to the Nipsey Hussle song, he says, you should try to do what we've done, make $1 million while you're young. And I thought, now that song wasn't out at the time when I made my vision board, but when I heard it when I was listening to it at the gym today, it made me realize, like, gosh, sometimes these financial gurus and financial people that are popular, they teach like, don't drink the coffee, can't afford the $6 coffee, don't use your credit card, and put some money away. And eventually when you're 60 or 65 or 70, you'll have $1 million. Now, I'm not knocking that. There is a population of people that works for, and in their older days, they'll finally have $1 million and they'll be able to enjoy it. But I thought to myself, what an incredible goal to go after, to make $1 million while you're young. Not when I'm older, not because I saved and couldn't drink coffee for the majority of my life. Like, I didn't want to make it by not doing. Now, you do have to sacrifice. Maybe there's some things you can't do. Maybe you need to cut back on your spending, cut back on hanging out, going out. I get it. There's no success without sacrifice. So let's not get this conversation confused that I'm saying you don't have to sacrifice something. You're definitely going to have to sacrifice something to get there. But what I'm saying is, I want to do it while I'm young, and I didn't want to buy into the subscription that you can only get there when you're 60, 65, and only through investing in your retirement plan. You can't touch the money to age 59 and a half. That, for me, when I think about why most people don't want to invest or why they don't get excited about investing, is because there's nothing exciting about, I'll get to enjoy it when I'm 59 and a half or 65 and start pulling it out. Like, nobody wakes up like, yes, can't wait to stop having fun, stop drinking coffee, stop going out, so that 30, 40 years from now, I'll finally be able to enjoy my life if I live and survive. So when I'm listening to Nipsey Hussle, Nip, like, you should try to do what we've done. Make $1 million while you're young. And it's a whole different effect, a whole different energy doing it while you're young. For instance, buying the Ferrari, bought the Ferrari, and I'm telling you, it was a whole different energy being young, jumping out of the Ferrari. My knees ain't bad yet. I don't gotta like pull up to get out, and it don't hurt my back when I'm sitting that low. It was a whole different energy pulling up in my dream car being young. Same thing with the Rolls-Royce. I mean, typically you associate those type of cars with older white men, just being honest. That's the only people I saw, and I only saw them on TV driving them. And then the other demographics you associated with is maybe a rapper, an actor, a singer, a basketball player, somebody in a field that you feel like you'll never be able to get into. And so to be able to do it while I'm young and then know that I did it through investing and not having to wait till I'm 59 and a half, it just really made me think about a few things. Number one, if you go write down the goal, if you go dream, why not dream big? Why not dream big? Like, I could have put anything on the paper when I wrote down my dreams and goal, my vision board. I could have said, I want to make $200,000 a year. But it don't cost to dream. There's no price tag on saying, I want to be a millionaire and I want to do it before I'm 40. That don't cost me nothing. I can just put the pen to paper, write that goal down. I don't know how I'm gonna get there. At least back then, I didn't know how I was gonna get there. I didn't know if it would even ever happen. But that's what trips most people up. They don't even dream. They worried about the how. They worried about their current resources. They worried about, I've never done it before. No one in my family's done it before. How am I gonna do this? But in the dream stage is just a stage to open up your mind and say, you know what if Nipsey Hussle right? I should try to do what he's done. Make $1 million while I'm young. Don't worry about how. Don't worry about what's the thing that's gonna get me. Just first dream. Dream a little bit and put down some crazy stuff. I literally, on my vision board, I put down, I want a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. Now, when I wrote it at the time, I was dead broke, still living at home, right? So like nothing in my life aligned to the fact that I would ever get this stuff. But there's something magical about writing it down on paper, dreaming a little bit, allowing yourself to say, hey, but what if? What if I could get it? What if I could figure it out? What if this could literally happen for me? What if? And once you open yourself up to that what if, to what's possible, to that why not, to, if it doesn't happen, it didn't cost me anything, I just wrote it on some paper. You have to open yourself up to that possibility. Now, Jim Rohn, motivational speaker who passed away, loved Jim Rohn. He was a mentor of mine, not directly, but through his books, through his audiobooks, through his seminars. He's someone I greatly respect. Wish I could have met him in person when he was alive. But Jim Rohn said his mentor, Earl Schoff, told him, like, let me see your goals. And he showed him his goals. And his goals was like, get out of debt. His goals were like stuff like that, like get out of debt, pay off the car, da-da-da. And his mentor, Earl Schultz, said to him, he said, why don't you put on there a goal to become a millionaire? And he basically like, whoa, like, what you, like, I just need to get out of debt, get a good job, kind of, make a little money, take care of my family. He's like, yeah, but why don't you put on there a goal to become a millionaire? And he's like, well, why would I do that? He was like, you should put on there, make a goal to become a millionaire, not because of the money, but because of who you have to become to get there. When I heard that, I was like, he said, when you make the money, you could give it all away. Who cares? You can spend it, give it all away, donate it. I don't care. He was like, but the person you will become on the journey to becoming a millionaire, that's where the value is. Man, that blew my mind, because it made me realize when I was grinding, trying to make my first million, when I was studying the stock market, trying to build a business to put more money into the stock market, it's so true. I remember when I got up to like 600,000, I remember I did a trade where I made like, how much did I make? I made like 400,000 in that one trade. I had some trades where I made 100,000 a day. What I realized on the path to trying to get to come on, baby. Y'all messing up my vlog, just cutting in and out of traffic. We safe though, we safe. But what I realized on my journey to making $1 million, it was like, questions I had to ask myself was like, do you have what it takes? Do you have what it takes to get up early? Do you have what it takes to study? Do you have what it takes to be patient with these stocks? Do you have what it takes to be patient building your business? Do you have what it takes to deliver value and help other people? One of the biggest misconceptions about people who sell courses or teach stock market stuff or whatever online, one of the biggest misconceptions, people think that it's all about them. You're just doing this to make money. It's like, no. I realize in order for me to make money, I have to deliver value. I have to deliver valuable content, valuable stock market information. I have to help people read charts, understand options, control their emotions, determine the best time to buy and sell. I have to help them overcome their negative relatives. I have to help them think positive when they've had a financial loss in the stock market and they're ready to give up. I have to play therapist, counselor, mentor, coach, all of those things. And I better be damn well good at it if I'm trying to help other people and I'm gonna ask them to pay me for it. And so you have to exercise your mental muscle, your financial muscle, all of that, if you go build a successful business and offer to help other people. And so I said, number one, do I have what it takes to manage my own money and grow it? Number two, do I have what it takes to teach people what I wish I had known? Do I have what it takes to explain, communicate, make it plain, make it simple to people what I wished somebody would have explained to me about the stock market? Because this information was elusive. Nobody knew how it worked. And then the people who knew how it worked definitely didn't want to talk to a little black kid from Detroit about it, because I ain't had no money. They're like, it's a waste of time to even talk to you. So I said, if I ever figure this out, I'm gonna take it to where my people at, YouTube, Facebook, the internet. We go figure out how we can help the masses. But my point is, on this journey to becoming a millionaire, as Earl Schultz said to Jim Rohn, which was Jim Rohn's mentor, he said, it's not about the money. It's about who you have to become to get there. That's what I want to embed in your brain. Number one, you got to dream. You got to allow yourself to dream, and it's going to feel funny. It's going to feel funny writing down, I want to be a millionaire. I want to be it by this age. I want to do it in the stock market. It's going to feel funny. It's going to feel laughable if you in debt, if you got no money, if you don't know how the stock market works. That's how I felt like laughing at my own goals, but I'm like, well, but I got to start somewhere, and why not dream big? And then on your journey to get there, it's about who you become. See, you got to understand this. You got to understand this. The person that I am today is not the guy you would have followed 15 years ago. You wouldn't be watching the video from me 15, 20 years ago, flat broke, selling cell phones in the mall. You wouldn't have been following me. You wouldn't have been listening to me. What am I trying to say? I had to grow into the Brown Report. I had to grow into Power Trades University, right? But it started with that seed getting planted. I want to be a millionaire. I want to do it while I'm young. I want to do it under 40. And I want to find a way to help people and document my journey along the way and help them the same way that I wish I had help. I had to plant that seed and I had to water it. And just like a tree, I had to grow. But I also had to keep getting water, keep getting nutrients, keep getting sunshine. What does that mean, Jason Brown? I had to keep studying. I had to keep coming back working at it. I had to lose money in the market, come back, figure out what I did wrong, try again. That was water, sunshine, nutrients, all of that. No different than a tree, but I had to plant that seed. I want to be a millionaire. That's why I can't wait for my book to come out. I'm working on the book, never really talked about it publicly. This is probably the first time I'm publicly talking about it. The book, Five-Year Millionaire, is coming because more people need to know that it's possible and believe that it's possible for them and believe that it's possible for them in a reasonable amount of time. And so you got to grow. It's the person that you become on this journey to saying, I want to be a millionaire. The person I become, I had to become resourceful. I had to find money when I didn't have money. I had to find a way to get the knowledge when it wasn't readily available. It wasn't all on YouTube like it is now. It wasn't courses available now. They was doing $10,000 seminars out of hotels when I was trying to get the information. I would go to the free informational seminar knowing I couldn't afford the $10,000 that they was gonna ask for, but I said, I'm gonna at least pick up one nugget from the little free 2-day session that they doing when they come in town. I was just so hungry, but every time I picked up a seed, every time I got a little bit of sunshine, a little water, got a little bit of hope, got a little bit of glimpse that this could possibly work for me. And then I had to grow into a millionaire. I had to grow my trading knowledge, grow my trading account, grow my discipline from not gambling with stocks. I had to grow my discipline from taking a small loss instead of watching it become a big loss. I had to grow my discipline to you never go broke taking a profit. That's how we came up with that quote. Because I would have profit and I wouldn't take it. And then I would lose the profit, give all the money back. Can anybody relate? So then I had to grow. And as I grew, I said, you never go broke taking a profit. I had to change my philosophy, my psychology, my way of doing things. So my hope, my wish is for you is that you at least allow yourself to dream. Just allow yourself to dream. Just write down the most ridiculous, it's ridiculous to other people, not to us. Remember, I did a video called You Gotta Be a Little Crazy to Do What We Do. Go back and watch that video. I'll put a link in the description. You gotta be a little crazy to do what we do. You gotta be a little crazy to believe you can be a millionaire when you flat broke. You gotta be a little crazy to believe that you can invest in the stock market when you in debt and you can't really manage your current credit cards or spending. You gotta be a little crazy to be like, I know this ain't, I know how it looks right now, but give me a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, I'm gonna be a millionaire. You gotta be a little crazy. Otherwise, you will do what normal people do. Normal people do, like, no way I can do that. I'm not even good with my credit cards. It's like, wow, I don't wanna be normal. I wanna be abnormal. I want an abnormal life. I want abnormal results. I wanna be the one that broke out of poor mindset. I want to be the one that broke out of poverty. I want to be the one that rose like a phoenix from the ashes. So my wish, my goal, my hope for you is that you allow yourself to dream. You allow yourself to write down that car you want. You allow yourself to write down that house you want. you allow yourself to write down the age and time frame that you want to get it. Don't worry about how. For now, just please allow yourself to dream. And then number two, if you do decide to go after it, my hope for you is that you come back to this video and you say, I did it. I made the million, but I became a millionaire. Big difference. Yeah, I made the million, but that wasn't what's important. What was important is I became a millionaire. Millionaire habits, millionaire mindset, millionaire bank account, millionaire body because you take care of your body. You eating right, you working out right. Millionaire relationships because you got in the rooms and you provide value. That is the most valuable thing that I picked up from becoming a millionaire. Wasn't the money. Money come and goes. IRS got their hands in your pocket for taxes. The money come and go. But I became a millionaire, and nobody can take that away from me. Nobody can take that accolade away from me. I will always know that if I did it once, I can do it again. You can't take it away from me. That's the most important thing that you can become on this journey to trying to make a million is become a millionaire. I'll see you on the next one.